Hi there! With hopes of better days ahead, let's make a veg momo soup to warm our hearts. It's based on the popular Nepali jhol momo recipe and is enjoyed by all age groups. You'll be able to follow my detailed recipe and make it perfectly to your taste. To support my channel, do subscribe. Click the bell icon to get updates. For the momo shell, you'll need 1.5 cups of flour. This is half and half. Atta, whole wheat flour and all-purpose flour. Season it with a bit of salt. Add water little at a time and knead a stiff dough. That's done. Now just knead it till it's nice and smooth. Vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of it. That has become smooth. Just let it rest for 10 minutes. To make the filling, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Let this heat up. Then add in about 2 tablespoons of red onion chopped finely and 1 tablespoon of spring onion greens. Toss this up. Keep the flame high. Then add in a tablespoon of ginger, that's grated ginger, and a tablespoon of garlic, grated or chopped. Cook this briefly. Let the raw smell go away. 1 cup of finely chopped button mushrooms, 1 cup of finely chopped cabbage, half a cup of finely chopped broccoli, and half a cup of French beans chopped finely. Toss this on high heat. Since this is a vegetarian recipe, I like to add in lots of vegetables. And yes, I also like to cook them slightly. A bit of a stir-fry sauce that I had and a teaspoon of soy sauce. I'll add in a tiny bit of red chili sauce. You could add in more. That's totally up to you how spicy you like it. Once most of the water has dried up, I'll turn off the heat. I'll crumble in about 100 grams of paneer. Season it with salt. Mix it up. Break up the paneer. A handful of chopped coriander leaves and stalk. And then we'll just let it cool down completely. I've made a bit of vegetable stock that I'm going to use for the jhol or the soup. To make the soup or the jhol, I'm heating 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and I'll add in 1/4 teaspoon of cumin seeds. I'll add in finely chopped onion, about half a cup. Cook this till it's light pink in color. Let's add in garlic, 1.5 teaspoons of it, and a teaspoon of ginger. And then I'll add in about 1 1/4 cups of fresh tomato paste. Let's bring this to a boil. Season with salt and some crushed peppercorns, about a teaspoon of it. Let's add in the sauces. The stir fry sauce, about 3 teaspoons of it. Red chili sauce according to your taste. 2 teaspoons of the dark soy sauce. Let this cook for a couple of minutes on medium heat. It has thickened slightly, as you can see. Let's add in a teaspoon of sesame seed paste. So I've added in 2 teaspoons actually. You could roast the sesame seed and then grind them with a little bit of water. And instantly the color changes and the sauce thickens. I'll add in the vegetable stock that I had prepared. You could add in any stock, chicken stock if you are having non-veg, or just plain water. I'll add in some plain water as well. Bring this to a boil and just let it simmer on medium heat for about 3 minutes at least. So this is about 1.25 liters of liquid seasoned with salt. Once the soup comes to a boil, I'll add in about 3 to 4 thinly sliced French beans, a tablespoon of spring onion greens chopped finely, and 3 button mushrooms sliced, coriander leaves and stalk, about a tablespoon of it, and let it boil. Let's get on with the momo skin. The dough has been rested. I'll just knead it lightly. Divide it into 4 portions. I'll roll out each portion into a large circle. I'm using a 4-inch round cookie cutter. You could use a katori. The rest I'll gather and roll out again. So I'll roll out all of my dough and cut them with the cookie cutter. I like to roll out the cutout circles right before I stuff them. Bit of water on the edge. That will help to seal it. A heaped teaspoon of the filling at the center. And then nothing fancy. I'm just pleating the edges and gathering all the pleats at one place. This is the easiest way to shape a momo. Finally, just bring it all together. Pinch at the center to seal it. That's one momo done. Let's get on with the rest. Use a bit of flour if required. So I got 24 momos from the dough. Once they are all done, I have the soup boiling away and I'll drop in the momos into the soup, and that's how I'm going to cook them. I've reduced the heat. Once the momos are done, they'll start floating to the top, and that's how we'll know. Let's bring it back to the boil. Some of the momos have already started floating to the top, but they need some more time to cook. The momos have been boiling away for about 5 minutes now, and they look done. They are puffed up and are all floating to the top. I'll turn off the heat. Serve it out. Bit of butter to finish it off. And some coriander leaves. Serve it with a lemon wedge on the side. Enjoy!